So firstly, sir said that there has been a proper attempt to change demography of Kashmir. Let me put the straight fact in front of you. Kashmir's demographic population is 96.41% Islam, 2.45% Hinduism, 0.81% Sikhs. So that's the real-time demography of Kashmir. 97%, and you're saying that it's actually a change of demographics. If you know history, then I think that you should know about the mass exodus of Kashmiri Pandits, and that was one of the biggest sort of exodus which happened and which actually changed democracy. And the rivers of Vitasta and Chandrabhag are still evident to it. A culture which started from Raj Tarangini of Kalhan and which had thousands of years of history, it got wiped out in a single night, and it happened due to people of extremist beliefs who were funded, who were supported by people sitting on that side of the border. Now, this is what you have missed. Secondly, you have said that $126 billion of worth of amount is lost due to Pakistan. But I think you should know you reap what you sow. So I think you should remember that. Thirdly, my dear, our very own president, he raised a lot of sort of concern about the democracy in the state that's happening in India. That's perfectly all right. And they're saying that, Modi's India is doing that. They're giving their affairs and they're heading on Pakistan. Sorry, but Indira Gandhi did that too. Lal Bahadur Shastri did that too. And especially Mr. Israr Khan Kakarji was talking about the military might of Pakistan. I think you forgot where was that in 1971 when 93,000 soldiers, they surrendered. That's your military might. And it's the country of Pakistan which is the only country where generals lose and get more medals, because it is evident that Pakistan's policy towards India is so centralized in its military that their existence is because they show themselves to be in a constant state of war, in a constant state of attack, and that has made them like one of the richest people. Yeah, like Fauji Foundation.